Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Martin here with your outlook for the weekend, January 7th and 8th, 2017. For your Saturday, we're going to be dealing with a pretty strong coastal storm that's going to be bringing snow pretty far inland. Actually, we thought it would just be right around the coastline as we did our first call, and it started backing the different model runs that ran, started backing it more towards I-95, and then the back edge just kept going. It looks like our final call is now all the way up to from Lancaster up to the Lehigh Valley, which is really far to the west, and then all the way up into Sussex County, New Jersey, for back edge precipitation. Some of these models, though, are starting to bring it back even further than that, but we do have some subsidence to deal with on the northwest fringe, so you might have some the radar indicating that it's snowing and it's not actually doing anything. So it's a very tight cutoff there, but we decided to stop it there with some minor accumulations. But here's your coastal system moving up to the south, and thankfully, well, maybe not thankfully in some cases if you love snow. With the rest of us, though, thankfully, this is going out in this direction here, because if this was coming up the coast or coming up in this direction like this, there would be a big area of our coverage area getting clobbered. But it is not going to happen. It doesn't look like this is going to continue off to northeast. We have a positively tilted trough, so it can only go so far west to begin with. We're just getting an expansion of the precipitation shield on the west side. And the models last night were adjusting to what they saw down south as enhanced convection. And a lot of times when you have advanced convection like that, you have latent heat released, and that that helps to increase the heights along the east coast. And instead of heading more out this way, it decides because of those increased heights, it can come a little bit further west, not too far, but a little bit further, and that could impact how far northwest these snow totals get away from the system, and that's what we're going to be having. So here is look at what happens today. Again, it comes in pretty far inland here, according to this, and this model gets accumulations all the way from Lancaster up to the Lehigh Valley, which we have too, but they're just minor at that point. But all the way down southeast Philadelphia, getting several inches of snow, and then down to the shore, we're getting a pretty heavy snowfall, especially South Jersey from about Ocean County, maybe Monmouth County southward to Cape May. And Cumberland counties, New Jersey, and also the southern two-thirds of Delaware are looking at a 6-inch plus snowstorm. So very good, formidable storm there for those areas. Let's go over to the high-resolution rapid refresh. So we're going to use this instead today, starting off at 5 a.m. and going forward from this point, showing the snow moving up to the north. And the high-resolution rapid refresh is one of the least aggressive northwest of all the models here, but it still manages to get snow pretty far inland, all the way from Lancaster all the way up to about Allentown or so, but it does cut off the northern fringe here. So it looks like northern New Jersey here, you might have a few flakes here. It's hard to tell whether or not, if this is correct, if it gets up that far. Okay, but it's still showing that cutoff filling in with time as we get towards the afternoon. This is about noon on Saturday. So again, we started off here at 5 a.m. Here's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10, 11, and there's noon. And then we finally go into the mid-afternoon up to 3 p.m., and you still have snow going across much of New Jersey at this point. So we do expect that you're going to have some lighter snows further inland, probably northwest on 95. You're just talking about light snow showers and light snow. Then we get moderate snow kind of in the middle, heavier snow toward the coast, and it will be windy as well, so just keep that in mind. Have easily over 6 inches right along the coast here as far as accumulations go. Here is the snow map from the 4-kilometer NAM that ran last evening. And again, your western fringe is pretty far northwest here, all the way Lancaster County, might even southeastern York County here, into Lancaster, Lehigh, Northampton, up into Warren, and Sussex and Orange County, New York. So those are your areas for snow accumulations, and then it increases the further southeast you go. Now, this particular model was not too thrilled right on the coast here. This all shows 5-inch amounts right here. I wouldn't bank on that. I think you're going to have a little bit higher than that. So we have this area in a 6 to 8 plus. Obviously, your better chance is going to be down here into from Ocean City, Maryland, all the way up to the southernmost county in Delaware, which is Sussex. So those areas down here will probably do the best as far as total highest accumulations, closer to the coast. But again, you can get a couple inches here in Philly, maybe 2-3 inches or so of snow. Suburbs might be closer to 1 to 2, but then down further to the southeast, you're talking about a 4 to 6 inch range right through here. So again, you don't have to be right up against the coast to get those heavy accumulations. Still 4 to 6 inches here in this area, and for these areas down here, that's obviously a big deal. As we go forward in time, we're going to take you through the rest of the weekend. Then this system pulls away, and we do have those clouds dissipating overnight. Sunday's going to be a breezy day. We're going to have those isobars kind of tightly packed here. You can see that here. These tight isobars are going to allow for some windy conditions, some breezy conditions here on Sunday. It's going to be very cold. This cold snap that we had, this is actually the coldest day of it, which is probably a good idea to stay inside that day. Temperatures in some places not getting out of the teens or lower 20s. And then you have the winds on top of it. This is going to be a raw, chilly day. Very cold day, so it's a good day to stay indoors if that's in this day, not get out of your pajamas that day. That'd be a good day for that. Sit around and watch TV and stay in the heat inside. And then we get to Monday, still cold, but not quite as cold as Sunday. And then we get into Tuesday. We're going to have to watch for a system coming in from our west. Now, this is going to be a warm front associated with this. That's going to be running into there's a high pressure up here. It's not, you can't really see it here, but there's a high pressure that's going to be giving some cold air damming at the surface initially as this precipitation moves through. Here's your low pressure driving this warm front northward. Warm air behind it, so we'll have the warm air advection behind it. It's going to change anything you have over to rain, and then there's going to be a cold front coming through after you get into this warm sector. Once we move this through, I'll show you that here. Again, could have some icy spots on the north side of this front, some mixture of sleet, freezing rain that will go over to showers during the course of the night on Tuesday, and then we have a cold front that's going to trail here on Wednesday with just plain rain, because it's going to be plenty warm once this cold front, ahead of this cold front anyway, until it comes through. So we're not expecting any frozen precipitation on Wednesday, and then behind it we get into Thursday, and we're just fine. We have a system that's going to come in later in the day. It could give you some more rain showers toward the end of the day. This is, again, going to be rain. Going to be too warm for any frozen precipitation here Thursday. We're to watch the end of the week. Some of the models are showing this coming through and the front coming through, and then you might have another system trying to come in here when there's cold air involved. Not really sold on this. I don't think the cold air will be here then. Stranger things have happened. Strong high up to the north will give you that. Some of the models are indicating that. We'll see. I don't think it's going to happen. The ensembles are showing a little bit too warm in this time frame, but we'll visit that again as we get closer, probably the middle of next week. This is going out quite a ways. This is the following weekend. So again, this weekend we're worried about this coastal storm here that will be impacting areas probably south and east of I-78 in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and then close to the coast you get your heavy accumulations. Please follow the weather alert maps for our latest call and the Facebook page for social media for any updates. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and as your outlook for the weekend, January 7th and 8th, 2017. Have a great Saturday and Sunday.